Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Audrey Merlina Anak Paleng, and today, let's talk about how to be a good public speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, what is public speaking? Public speaking, also called oratory, is the act or skill of delivering speeches on a subject before a live audience. Now, let's talk about the importance of public speaking. Is it really important for all of us? First of all, public speaking brings effective communication. Public speaking allows individuals to convey ideas, information, and emotions effectively to diverse audiences, ensuring that their message is understood and remembered. Second of all, career advancement. Strong public speaking skills are often linked to a career success. Whether you're delivering a presentation at work, participating in meetings, or representing your company at conferences, the ability to speak confidently and persuasively can lead to promotions and new opportunities. Next, leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, effective leaders are often skilled public speakers. Leadership involves inspiring and motivating others, and this is the best achieved through clear and compelling communication. Public speaking is a key leadership tool in various fields, from politics to business to education. Confidence building. Overcoming the fear of public speaking can boost your overall confidence. When you can speak in front of a group with poise and assurance, you are more likely to feel confident in other areas of your life as well. Apart from that, influence and persuasion. Public speaking is a powerful tool for influencing and persuading others. Whether you're trying to sell a product, gain support for a cause, or convince people of a particular viewpoint, effective public speaking can help you make a persuasive case. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, education and teaching. For educators and trainers, public speaking is essential. It's the primary way to convey knowledge and engage learners. Effective teaching often hinges on the ability to communicate ideas clearly and engagingly. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's discuss about the features of public speaking. First of all, the words diction. The first one is pronunciation. The correct production of words, including emphasis on syllables. Proper pronunciation is crucial for clear communication. Type of diction. Words can fall within three distinct categories, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, formal. Second of all, casual. And third, and very informal. The choice of words can also have connotations, which are the emotional or cultural associations that words evoke. And lastly, rate of speaking. This is the speed at which a speaker delivers their message. A speaker should aim for a pace that allows the audience to follow and comprehend the message without feeling rushed or bored. Moving on to the next one, register. First of all, we have the formal register. It is typically used in formal situations, such as professional meetings, graduation ceremonies, or academic lectures. Characterized by the use of standard grammar, complete sentences, and formal vocabulary. The second one is consultative register. It is used in situations where the speaker and listener are both members of the audience, such as between a doctor and patient, student and teacher, or boss and employee. We can use both standard and non-standard grammatical forms depending on the social context. And lastly, the casual register. It describes the speech that is informal or imprecise, and it is typically used between people who are already acquainted with one another. Moving on to the next one, we have the voice pitch. First of all, pitch is the high and low frequency of your voice, which can convey different emotions and moods. A low pitch is often used for serious or impactful messages, while a high pitch is more suitable for upbeat or exciting content. Vocal confidence. Ladies and gentlemen, speakers tend to communicate with a higher pitch when vocalizing unconfident expressions, while a lower pitch is associated with increased confidence. Emotional expression. Varying your pitch to convey different emotions and moods, such as enthusiasm or seriousness, to make your message more engaging and relatable. Next, we have the rate. First of all, the rate of speech, which is the speed at which a speaker delivers their message. A comfortable and clear pace is ideal, allowing for both excitement and emphasis on key points. Variation in rate. Varying the rate of speech to convey different emotions and moods, such as increasing the pace for excitement or slowing down for seriousness. Lastly, rhythm. The pattern of speech, including the flow and cadence of words, which can contribute to the overall engagement of the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's move on to the vocal quality. First of all, the first vocal quality is the quality of the voice and texture, which affects audibility and can influence articulation. The tone, which is the mood or emotional expression of the voice, which can be adjusted to suit the content or occasion. Lastly, articulation, the clear and precise formation of vowels and consonants using the lips, jaw, tongue, and palate. Good articulation is essential for effective communication. Moving on to the volume, which is the loudness or softness of the voice, which can convey different emotions, meanings, and moods to the audience. Matching emotion. Tuning the volume to convey the intended emotion and create a connection with the audience. This technique, ladies and gentlemen, helps to make the message more relatable and impactful. Lastly, we have varying volume. Adjusting the volume to keep the audience engaged and interested is very important, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's talk about the principles of public speaking. First of all, we have the topic, which is the main purpose of the public speaking. The structure of a speech should be informed by its main purpose, which the speaker should be able to state in a single sentence. Moving on to the next one, materials. A great speech is a process, not a product. Thus, the speaker should see the speech as a journey to take the audience on, rather than just delivering a finished product. Lastly, the audience. A speech is always the meeting of the speaker, the topic, the audience, and the moment. Thus, the speaker should be ready to adapt to the audience's needs and reactions. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have discussed and talked about the principles and features of public speaking. Now, let's move on to the types of public speaking. Generally, we have 4 types of public speaking. First of all, ceremonial public speaking. Ceremonial speaking is when you give a speech on a special occasion. For instance, a graduation speech or an office party. These types of speeches often involve a personal or emotional connection to the people you are speaking to. Second of all, demonstrative speaking. If you are a leader or aspire to be one, demonstrative speaking is a skill you will want to cultivate. Demonstrative speaking is explaining to others how to do something. Next, the informative speaking. An informative speech is the transferring of data and information from one person to a group. And lastly, persuasive speaking. Now, ladies and gentlemen, persuasive speaking is about convincing your audience of your idea or your point of view. Persuasive speaking usually includes emotional elements and strong language. Now, let's talk about how to be a good public speaker. First of all, confidence. Confidence is one of the most important characteristics of a public speaker. It will be hard to connect with your audience if you come across as timid or overly nervous during your presentation. Apart from that, concise. Effective communicators know how to get their points across in a succinct way. They know how to speak clearly and avoid confusing their audience. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, this makes it easier for the audience to absorb and take action on the information you're sharing. Next, we have the self-awareness. This is where you should also know your weak points and look for ways to minimize them. Great speakers are always looking for ways to improve and make their presentations more engaging. Now, lastly, ladies and gentlemen, authenticity. Authenticity is what allows your audience to connect with you during your speech. Focus on being yourself and telling stories that are honest and vulnerable. Now, I hope these tips will make you a better public speaker.
I'm sure most people are familiar with the classic fairy tale of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The story of an evil queen who wanted to kill Snow White, a young and beautiful girl, just because a magic mirror said that Snow White was fairer than her. Yeah, that fairy tale. It really isn't a stretch at all to say that the evil queen was truly evil person, right? How could someone be so consumed with jealousy that they would want to kill another person? But I have to be honest. I find myself empathizing with the evil queen sometimes. Not that I'm condoning her actions, but if I were put in her position, having been the fairest in the land for the longest time, and suddenly, out of nowhere, this girl takes my spot as the fairest of them all, I would be overwhelmed with jealousy too. Now, drawing this back to real life, 4 years ago, I ran for president of my primary school choir. Ever since I joined the choir, I had dreams and ambitions of leading as the president.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the conclusion of the day. In conclusion, we're able to say that public speaking is a powerful tool that can be used to convey ideas, inspire action, and build connections with others. Apart from that, effective public speaking involves several key elements, including a clear and compelling message, strong delivery, and a well-structured speech. By mastering these elements, speakers can engage their audiences, convey their messages effectively, and achieve their goals. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the references for our talk for today. And thank you very much for watching.